Woo, I was supposed to be on my Patreon right now. I had to stop. I was getting ready to do my Patreon and I said, whoa, 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 whoa. We got to stop. We got to stop to cover what just happened tonight. We got to cover what just happened tonight. I was waiting for this, like America was waiting for this. Everybody was waiting to see this. Malika Andrews in her first NBA Finals courtside job that they just gave to her. So imagine not getting ready to do this job, not in their plans to do this job, to just getting the nod to go in. Now, a lot of y'all probably missed what happened tonight. That's okay. They probably turned off the notifications, but people gonna find out we live. They gonna get it. Hit the like button so they'll know. Now, the reason why we didn't do the the Patreon yet is because of this game and what transpired during the game. It was unbelievable to me that it was not picked up. Now, Maria Taylor was very excited, very on her job, very up to the point, giving us information that many people might have missed. If you're a casual fan, you didn't know. She told us Jay Crowder was the only one who has played in 6 finals games. Who has 6 experiences, as far as being in the NBA finals. The rest of us, many other people, probably didn't know that. But what transpired tonight, that was the talk of the town, which is the talk that nobody else is talking about, that they missed, that I saw deliberately what they did. They tried to sabotage tonight, which I knew they would try to find a way to do. But it angered me at best to see it. What they did was disrespectful to another colleague, but I can understand what they were doing and why they wanted to do it, but you just embarrassed yourself. And if you think it was going to get past me, oh, boy, are you mistaken. What they did at ESPN, every sports person's nightmare, they sat there and messed up the audio for Malika Andrews to show you they got support still for Rachel Nichols. They messed up her audio. I knew they would do it. I knew they were going to do something.
Finals experience that will be on the court here tonight. That's Jay Crowder. He has 6 games of experience, and there's no one on either team that's won a championship, Malika.
Now let's listen to her microphone and her sound.
Maria, you mentioned it. That means 32 of the 33 players.
You can hear the crowd only.
Tonight, they have no champion.
And now it's my pleasure to welcome.
You see that? You hear that? You can't even hear her. You can't even hear her. They purposely did not drown out the crowd sound on the court to try to minimize her sound.
They're about to win tonight. They have no champion.
And now it's my pleasure.
You see that? You see that? They did that on purpose. They did that on purpose. No. Every stadium, the crowd is lit. It ain't about the crowd being lit. They like that every game. But do you think when Rachel Nichols is talking that she's just that much louder than everybody in the stadium? No, they got audio that drowns out the sound so that you can conduct an interview. They know that. Ain't no loudest arena crap. Dog, don't fall for that. This is the game they played. They wanted to set this stage up to put her on there to try to make it look like Malika couldn't handle the moment. Oh, she's too weak. Her voice isn't strong enough. So when Rachel's up there, she has more command. Don't you see the game? This is why I didn't do the Patreon. I had to stop that to do this for free. No, it ain't nothing new, but it must be pointed out. They mad. You see, they mad. They gotta put black people on the platform. 2 black women on the platform. They mad. Thanks, Ash. I appreciate that. They mad. They big mad. Because they can't do nothing. They gonna have to pay this black woman every dime she's owed. Because she knows, everybody knows what she done been through there. Man, hit the like button, everybody who came through here. Yes, KJ, what she's owed. Now, I didn't like what Chris Paul did at the end. I really didn't like that. Chris know the moment. Chris know what's going on here. This is her first thing. You try to make it as easy for her as possible. When she was like, hey, you know, you were waving to your family and then my family? Nah, I was waving at my boy. I mean, why you gotta be like that? Yeah, I was waving at my boy Trevor Reeves. Like, why am I waving at my family? Like, come on, dog, come on now. You wouldn't have did that to Rachel. Then at the end, she said, oh, well, you know, I saw you was wrapping your hand. Is everything doing the thing? Is everything okay? I don't know what you're talking about. You see what I'm saying? Well, let's put that together. Let's put together the puzzle. Let's put the puzzle together, Chris Paul. You gonna be that disrespectful to this sister? You know the moment that's out here, but you gonna talk like that to her? You gonna talk like that to her on this stage on the biggest moment, knowing what's going on? But let's look at it. Who is he attached to? Let's do the connection. Oh, he's attached to LeBron, who's connected to Rich Paul, who's connected to the agent who was on the phone with Rachel Nichols. Rachel ain't there. She lost her job. Oh, LeBron guy was on the phone. Now you got to interview LeBron's homeboy at the end who gonna try to make it a bad night for the sister. Right? But y'all want to support LeBron. And y'all get mad when I down LeBron and expose him for telling the truth. Man, that's a black man. That's a brother, man. He's looking out. Man, he's a phony. He's a fake. He kissing up to Rachel right now, rubbing her hand. Oh, don't worry, Rach. We gonna be all right. Got everything to do to him. Everything is connected to LeBron James. She was on there with LeBron James' advisor to him and Rich Paul. Not one of them has made a statement about their advisor saying Black Lives Matter has got him exhausted. When he tweeting about it. Come on, black people all together. This advisor. He's tweeting about it all the time. Him and Rachel, they laughing. But that's on y'all. Because y'all still support this nonsense. Hit the like button, people. We ain't gonna do that twice. Y'all come in here, y'all gotta hit the like button and like this thing up. No, he ain't fired. He LeBron advisor. He advised LeBron and Rich Paul, don't talk about your advisor. The advisor advised them, don't talk about me. You know they don't think for themselves. They set Malika up. They put them on this stage and they tried to make Malika Andrews, who had nothing to do with the situation whatsoever, look bad. They messed up her audio on purpose and wouldn't drown out the sound of the crowd. They messed up her audio to try to make it look like you couldn't hear what she was saying. It pissed off everybody. It was terrible. Very disrespectful by ESPN. I saw it. Tried to screw up the sister's night. And I didn't like what Chris Paul did at the end. It looked very orchestrated. He was trying to be difficult at the end.
Yeah, you mentioned it. That means 32 of the 33
Listen.
players that are here that are about to win tonight, they have no champion.
And now it's
You see that? Now they can't complain about it, because if they complain about what just happened, you know what they're going to say? Oh, there they go. See? They got what they want, and they still complaining. They just want to do their jobs. That's it. They want to do their jobs. But they can't do their jobs if people keep hindering them from doing their job. They know it's not brand new. Phoenix Stadium is no louder than everybody else. They purposely lowered her voice down so you could barely hear her. Because they mad Rachel got sit down. But guess what else happened to Rachel? Her show is gone. Ha ha. Rachel Nichols. Rachel Nichols. Now your show is gone. The jump ain't coming on Tuesdays no more. Nope, you're going to see Jacob, Jalen, and Jacoby. I've already got that news. Was that Jacob and Jalen and Jacoby? Yeah, that's taking over. They removed the show. On Tuesday, you're going to see Jalen and Jacoby. You won't see the jump. You see what I'm saying? They mad. See, most of y'all didn't know that yet. But here's the thing. They mad. But you should be mad at the person that put you in the situation. Rachel did that. She did that. She created that situation. She made the call. She put y'all in the box. Why are you blaming the two people that didn't have nothing to do with the situation? Why would you try to embarrass this sister when y'all gave her the promotion? Y'all promoted her to the position because you needed to have a black person do it. You needed a black person to do the sideline reporting because if Rachel Nichols was doing it, y'all know what time it was. Y'all knew. Y'all didn't want that to be the story. But y'all put her out there and then want to mess with her audio. Then Chris Paul, man, what was that? CP3? Really? CP3? Are you really gonna do that? Duh, it was a great interview until he got to the end where he gonna try to correct her in the middle of the interview. He's like, you seem to be waving to your family. Waving to my family? Nah, that's my boy Trevor Ariza. Nah, I never waved to my family. You know, like, dog, you know what's going on here. Stop trying to make it hard for her. You know what's going on, Chris. You know what time it is. You know what's going on in the situation. So then she's like, finna wrap it up by asking one more question after that, because she could tell you being difficult. She could tell you being difficult. So she wraps it up, saying, okay, well, I saw that they were wrapping your hand, earlier in the game. Is everything all right? I don't know what you're talking about. Okay, thank you. You see what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? This is what they did tonight. I expected this. I expected something like this to happen. I said, oh, they finna sabotage tonight. Because you know what they do. It's unfortunate, but I'm not surprised. But when they did it so blatantly, I said, oh, wow. It runs all through the network. It ain't just Rachel Nichols. It runs throughout the entire network. 4 black women were gone. Don't you realize 4 black women left? Carrie Champion left. She complained. She said, look, I can't work with this lady. This lady that's above me, that shouldn't be above me, is making the decisions. The lady, the black lady who's Somalian and African, her name is Aminu Hussein. Been there all those years and didn't get vice president doing all the vice president work. Jamel Hill put in work. You saw what happened with her. Listen, they don't want you to be in power, period. They have got rid of everybody out of position that was African American. Lisa Salters, they got rid of her. Well, they didn't get rid of her, they moved her out of position. They took her right out of position. For who? Rachel Nichols. Oh, y'all gonna see the audio. Y'all gonna see what Chris Paul said at the end. Y'all gonna see who team he playing for. Why would she call LeBron James' advisor and have him on the phone? Because that phone call is a year old, and there is rumors Rich Paul is on that phone call too. Why is she calling them? To talk about ESPN? Huh? Because we all know LeBron James basically runs ESPN. He do what he want to do up there. he done got two of his buddies hired that was right there with Rachel. Rachel is another LeBron James plant. And his little butt buddy, Chris Paul, you saw what happened when he got in a fight. When Chris Paul got in a fight with Rondo, he didn't grab his teammate. He grabbed his butt buddy, Chris Paul. Left his teammates out to dry. Y'all don't remember that, do you? He was on the banana boat. He was the one driving the banana boat. President of the NBA Players Union. Close friends with Rachel Nichols. So imagine what Chris Paul, president of the Players Union of the NBA, understand this is a big moment for blacks, period, to see two black women anchoring the whole NBA Finals. Chris Paul got a black daughter. Chris Paul, your black daughter is watching this. To see black women stand up when other black men had the opportunity to and cowered. Black women stood up where black men should have stood up with them. But they didn't. They were good old boys. So the black women got to stand because no black men are standing up for them. We're going to talk about this on the Patreon. Like I said, this all is leading back up to what I was going to do on the Patreon. So some of this you getting for free. And the rest going to be for my Patreon brothers when we really unload. Because it's a lot of brothers that sat back and let this happen. Because this ain't the first time. So we finna all go into that on the Patreon. Because there's a lot you don't know. Oh yeah. They mad. So they gonna try to, and then this woman had nothing to do, Malika Andrews had nothing to do with the situation. She didn't comment. She didn't get anything done to where they would want to target this woman. She was the sacrificial lamb tonight. They wanted to do this to her. This should have been a big moment. Chris, I was disappointed in you. Very much so. I did not like how you ended that interview at all. I don't like that at all. That was very disrespectful, knowing that you know that this is this woman's first time doing this, and she just got the call. She had no time to prep for this at all. All this just went down on like Tuesday. What was that? Sunday night? It was Sunday night, Monday, NBA Finals on Tuesday. Now she just found out she's getting the job. She had no time to even prep, had to go right to doing the job, and she did a great job, I thought, all night. But when they got on the court, for some reason, her audio seems to be acting up. Whenever she gets a solo to speak, they drown out her audio. And you can just hear the crowd, and they make it so you can't hear her. How am I exaggerating? Are you kidding me? I'm exaggerating? Did you not watch it? These are people that didn't watch it.
Yeah, you mentioned it.
Look.
That means 32 of the 33 players that are here that are about to play tonight, they have no champion. And now it's my...
Could you hear her? Do they do that with anybody else? Do they do that to Rachel Nichols? Do they do that to Rachel Nichols? Go back and play any Rachel Nichols audio. I guarantee you can hear Rachel. They don't let the crowd sound blend in like that. The sound crew failed her because they were told to. I'm bringing it all to the light because everybody would have ignored this. They would have went to bed tonight and not noticed what happened. And they could have done it again. But I'm bringing it to the light to say, I saw what you did, you crappy, dirty sons of you know what. And we gonna put a spotlight on it. Oh yeah, I'm gonna answer that too on the Patreon, why I had not made a video about Jimmy Butler and Rachel Nichols. We gonna get to all that. I'm gonna get to all that on the Patreon. You're gonna see why I never made a video about it. That would have been easy views, right? We all do it for the views. Hit the like button. Right? We could have broke the internet if that's what we're doing it for. Right? Jimmy Butler and Rachel Nichols. That's a juicy one. We could easily make just a bunch of hits off that. You're gonna see why I didn't do it. That's right. So if y'all new here, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Because every time we're going to keep exposing this crap. This is what they want to do. This is what they want to do. Divide us. They want black men to go at it with black women. They want that. They want us to be mad and fighting with each other. They can't see black men supporting black women to do something. They want us to collide with them. They want us to think these are our enemies. No, we have a very common, similar goal. It's that black women got to realize we don't hate them. That's the main thing. They think black men hate them. And no, black women has a reason to feel the way they do because they haven't seen black men. What is in representation of black men lately is poor example of man. Period. And I ain't say black man, I said man. They haven't seen a great representation of man lately. There's men out there, but they're not being represented. They're not being highlighted. They're seeing overgrown boys, man-childs. You got 30-year-old boys, don't know how to be men, trying to compete with women on women things. They had nobody to teach them how to be men because they were mostly raised around a bunch of women. And it is definitely hard for a woman to teach a man how to be a man or teach a boy how to become a man. But you got to do what you got to do. I was blessed to have an alpha male in the household to teach me the difference So I could learn, and I knew how to be an alpha male. But we don't hate black women, right? Hopefully you guys don't. But women, black women act like this because of what the situation is around the world. If we start acting like men, they will start respecting us as a man. But we don't have that representation because we got on the screen, they highlighting people like Little Nas X. So women has got a right to be frustrated. They waiting for the real men to step up, but they ain't. So they going anywhere where they feel a man is. And some get tired of waiting and they go run to another woman. They just give up. So we can't start yelling at the women, telling them that they should know their place when we've done nothing to earn the place. How are we gonna tell the women, hey, now look, respect me. I'm a man, you respect me. Oh, like, what have you done as a man to earn this respect? What have you put to the table? She ain't gonna sit around and wait for somebody to save her. She gonna save herself. She gonna protect herself. She like, look, ain't nobody looking out for me. So before we start doing that, we have to first become men. Learn what being a man is about. Then you can start protecting women. That's part of being a man. That's your job. Provider, protector. Ain't nothing more powerful than a man and wife together in unison. He has his place as the man of the house. She has her place as the woman, the queen of the house. Nobody trying to dominate each other. They both have their roles to do. And both roles are equally important in rearing a child and raising a family. They know that. That's why they split up the families. But they got us confused as if we in a war with women and we got to battle them. No, they believe what they believe because of what's been represented in place of us, real men. They don't understand that. So they're confused right now because they haven't seen a representation of it. So arguing with them ain't not going to make any progress because they feel the brothers ain't on nothing. Y'all ain't on nothing. Y'all just ain't on nothing. Because most of them are on nothing. They run around like boys. No, and money don't equate that. You know, Jack is stupid. You know, so you gotta forgive Jack. He's just stupid. But money don't make up for that. You know what I'm saying? Money don't make up for that. You know, Jack just real stupid. Shouts out the Ticket if that's the real Ticket TV. Shouts out the Ticket. Don't forget to subscribe to him too. At Kwame Brown Bus Life, Self Talk, 78 Sports TV, HD TV, all of us, even myself. You see what I'm saying? This was a big moment, period. Blacks. There has never been a representation of black people at all representing the NBA Finals as the head, and the two are black women. This is the first time it's happened. This was a big moment. So what they wanted to do was make it a rough night for her. And she handled her own. She knew what was going on and she stood up and she handled it. They didn't complain. They just did the job. They know they were sabotaged tonight. And I'm disappointed in Chris Paul, and I pointed it out because nobody else gonna talk about it. But I pointed it out. I don't like the way he arrogantly answered the questions at the end. Condescendingly, and that's why she just cut the interview short. She knew, let me get away from this fool. That's Rachel's little boy. We saw you. We saw what you did. I don't know what you talking about. You gonna be that disrespectful? Okay. She just asked you a question like, oh, were you waving at your family now? Waving at my family. Nah. He knew exactly what she was talking about. He just wanted to be an asshole. That's just it. He was just trying to be an asshole because he's a Rachel Nichols guy. Because they all on the LeBron James, boy, the go along, get along game. How I'm wrong about this? I just saw it. You just saw it. Thanks, DJ Viz. I know I was finna do the Patreon video before this happened. And then I saw what happened. I said, oh my God, I knew they was gonna do this. I just knew it. I just said, I knew they was gonna do something to try to sabotage tonight. They set it up just like this for this reason. No, Kurt, you must haven't seen her lately. Rachel has actually lost weight. She ain't gained weight. She lost it. She's actually in the best shape she's ever been in. She probably went in for the vacuum cleaner. They probably stuck the vacuum up her butt. Bzzz, sucked them doggone pounds off and then told her to get to the gym. But now she done messed up everything. Because now the jump ain't even coming on Tuesdays no more. I don't know if everybody got the notification or the news, but I don't know if I'm spoiling it, but the jump ain't going to be on Tuesday. Get ready for Jalen and Jacoby on Tuesdays. Jump gone. I didn't watch it no way, but I'm just saying. For those who didn't know, if y'all thought this was just it, no, she's gone. Like, they finna move her to another time. She's not finna be on Tuesday. When y'all think the jump's supposed to come on, Jalen and Jacoby coming on. Yeah, this they trying to put out a fire. So I hope I didn't spoil that for somebody. Like, I mean, I really do. I hope I didn't spoil that. But next Tuesday, don't expect to see the jump. Well, not on Tuesdays. They might move it to another day, but they ain't finna move it on Tuesday at that time. Nah, Jalen and Jacoby getting that spot. They're going to be coming on late at night. The jump. I'll be getting the jump on what? Going to bed? Welcome to the jump. Be like, man, it's midnight. The jump coming on at midnight? Yeah. And see, this is what Perk and them get. Perk had the perfect opportunity to do what he do, but they can't because they puppets. Oh, FYF Sports has been over here in the StreamYard. He just wants attention. Let's listen in case y'all think I'm joking. Here it is. This Chris Paul. Let's listen to what Chris Paul had to say. Let's listen to Chris Paul. You see that? Listen to the audio. They got all the fan noise going on. They did not silence the noise. You see that? All you hearing is the roar of the crowd, and they drowning out. Fan noise is on 1,000. They did not deafen out the sound so that you can hear the audio. Look at that. I'm making this up, right? Now, I don't know what you're talking about. There you go. Right. But we crazy. All you hear is the crowd. Audio was terrible. They did that on purpose to sabotage them. Reaching. William, or whoever you are, you just made yourself look like a fool. You think if that's reaching, go back and listen to the last interview they did when Chris Paul advanced to the finals and Rachel Nichols interviewed him. I bet you the audio was nice and clear. I don't care who they date. And obviously ESPN don't care either. They just know they live in a they work in their environment is misogynistic and prejudice. And they feeling the thunder. Because believe me, they would not have two black women on this doggone platform hosting the NBA Finals if they wasn't feeling the fire. They'd have went on as business as usual. But they know their feet is on the flames. It was intentional. It was deliberate. And they tried to use Malika as the sacrificial lamb who had nothing to do with anything and didn't do anything. They just tried to prove like she's not ready for the moment, to try to sabotage her, to make it look like she didn't lose control. And she held her own. With all that going on, she did her job. She know damn well she could barely hear, but she did her job. And they know they ain't gonna complain, and they don't have to. We'll complain for you. Now let's see who else saw that and was gonna say something about it. And I hope everybody talking about it, because they need to talk about it. Because I'm confused how in the biggest game of your whole career, the NBA Finals, ESPN is all of a sudden gonna have audio problems to where they can't drown out the sound so we can hear the interview for the post game. And all this lead back to LeBron. He frontline and center for everything else, right? Black man, black power. Why you ain't got your mouth open now? Your advisor was involved, chump. Where you at? Your advisor advised you not to talk about him. King, we are not buying it, dog. We black. We know better. We black. We know better. We know what this was about. We expected it. See, we black. We expect stuff to go wrong. We don't expect it to go right. We don't expect y'all to just do what y'all supposed to do. Nope. Couldn't do that. Oh, so he would have told Rachel Nichols, I don't know what you talking about? I don't know what you talking about. He would have said that to Rachel Nichols? He would have talked that condescending to her? I don't think so. You maybe your head in the clouds, bruh, but mine isn't. I'm saying ESPN sound crew. They didn't do their jobs because they capping for their person, who is Rachel. So all of a sudden the sound gets sabotaged and nobody knows anything. They set them up, but that's okay. We enjoyed the setup. And guess what? Game 2, set it up again. And they're going to knock it out the park again. And I'm going to watch every goddamn NBA Finals game. Yeah. All right, we shutting it down. See y'all on the Patreon, the KARCENO for Life Patreon. The link is in the description box in case y'all didn't know. If y'all finna join, if y'all new, subscribe to the page, hit the notification button. Oh yeah, Patreon gonna be lit, Chris. You already know it. You already know.